All right. So today we are going to be going over how foods affect the body by Coach King. Okay, so the first thing I kind of want to talk to you about today is foods that help lower blood pressure. And those are foods such as citrus fruits, salmon, and other fatty fish, as well as berries. So, citrus fruits, guys, and I want you to come away with this is this. They're loaded with vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that keep your heart healthy. So, many of those vitamins, those minerals are just great at helping to lower that blood pressure. Salmon and other fatty fish are also a great source of what we talked about this before, omega-3 fats. And then lastly, when we're talking about berries, they're a rich source of antioxidants, and it's huge to kind of relax those blood vessels, okay, and help reduce that overall blood pressure in the body. So this is definitely a slide that I want you guys to review. This is information that you want to know as you're creating your nutrition plan. Moving on, some more foods that help lower blood pressure are carrots and celery, Greek yogurt, spinach, and chia seed. And on the right here, you can kind of see some of the compounds that help with the lowering of high blood pressure. Um, you can incorporate celery with some peanut butter if you don't like celery. Chia seed is great to put inside a smoothie. Spinach is also a great thing you guys can put in your smoothies to kind of take the taste away. Mix it in with some fruit, some strawberries, some berries, maybe some protein powder are great ways to incorporate this food into your diet. Moving on to foods that lower cholesterol, we're looking at oats, beans, and nuts. And oats are just great way to overall help lower your cholesterol. A bowl in the morning would be great. Looking at some beans, right? It's high in fiber. These are foods that can definitely help you lower your cholesterol. And then lastly, nuts. Okay, have a huge impact in lowering what we call your LDL, right? What we talked about is your bad cholesterol. And so these are all three great foods that you can incorporate into your diet to help you. We're looking at kidney beans. These types of things are great at doing that. Here are some more foods. We're looking at soy, eggplant, and okra, as well as vegetable oils, right? When we're looking at vegetable oils that help lower LDL, we're talking about canola oil, sunflower oil, things of that sort are going to help you. You want to really stay away from that butter, that lard, and that shortening, which is are going to increase your LDLs, okay? And then some soy. So eating soybeans and food made from them, like tofu and soy milk, was once touted as a powerful way to lower cholesterol. And so I know some of you probably had those things. These are great things to incorporate into your diet as you get older, even today, to start, planning. And then some foods that help lower your blood sugar. We're looking at broccoli and broccoli sprouts, pumpkin and pumpkin seeds. These are just all great. They have the great molecules and compounds that help lower your overall blood sugar. So these are things that you can open. I mean, if you're talking about pumpkin seeds, you can have a snack of pumpkin seeds as you eat throughout the day. And then broccoli is a great way if you steam them or just eat them fresh is the best way to get those nutrients. Moving on, kale and avocado are great sources to lower blood sugar. Kale is considered a superfood and it decreases blood sugar levels, including fiber. And then avocados, right? You can do avocados in multiple ways. You can make it into a guacamole. You can blend it into your shakes. Incorporating avocado is huge when we're looking at lowering blood sugar. And then lastly, healthy foods to gain weight fast. We're looking at rice, potatoes, and starches. And what's great about rice is that it's pretty convenient, pretty easy to make. Your parents can probably make up some rice fairly quickly. It's definitely calorie dense, which is a good amount of calories. And then we're looking at potatoes and starches, right? So not only do potatoes and starches add carbs and calories to help you gain weight, but they also increase your muscle glycogen stores, which means, and we talked about this, it's the predominant fuel source for most sports and activities. So if you want that energy, or if you're going to go on a marathon, well, you want to get those potatoes and starches because that's going to have high amount of calories to keep you going throughout the day. Okay, and then last but not least, one more food actually is nuts and the nut butters. What's great about nuts is that a little handful of raw almonds contains about 170 calories, 6 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, and 15 grams of healthy fats. So almonds are a great source for a snack as you snack throughout the day. It's a great way to help you gain weight if you're looking to gain weight. And since nuts are very calorie dense, just 2 handfuls per day with the meal or as a snack can quickly add hundreds of calories, healthy calories, to your body. So these are things that I want you guys to take into consideration as you guys are developing your fitness plans. The reason, I'm not going to go over in detail, but the reasoning of why nuts are good to gain weight or why certain foods are good for certain things are all on the right hand side in the green section. So as you develop your fitness plan and you say maybe you have a client that has high blood sugar and you want to incorporate a certain food into it, you'll have to justify why you want to use that food, and all the information on this green side are all the justifications of why you would incorporate that food into your nutrition plan. So take that in consideration. If you guys have any further questions about this, you guys feel free to ask me during class or email me at jonathan.king@kavotcharter.org. Hope you guys have an outstanding day. Take care.